Matt, you've been able to get the job done today. How does it feel?
Yeah, incredibly relieved. We've been the best side all year, and the challenge was to just execute it one more time on the last day of the year. I had great confidence in the group because they just have delivered every week, and our Sharks brand of footy has been on show for all to see, and I think after we wore them down today, we were able to really play some exciting footy and make sure our strengths came to the fore.
Now, internally, externally, you've talked a lot about the process. Can you talk a bit about the process this year and what you tried to bring into the club this year, first year as coach?
Yeah, we wanted to play a more of a uncontested game of footy, a skillful game of footy that got the ball in space. So to do that, we needed to make sure we were really fit, and we wanted to make sure that we played really fast and tried to keep the ball in motion. So that was the plan going in. I think the longer the season's gone on, the better we've gotten at it as well. And, you know, there's a lot of talent in that room. Not only are they talented, but they're incredibly resilient and tough. And, you know, when you put that combination together and it clicks like it has for this group, then it's a pretty devastating effect. Yeah,
in the first quarter, they felt like Morningside brought a lot of pressure, and you've talked about how you've tried to wear teams down. Morningside, you've played them twice as well. What was key to beating them today?
Yeah, I think absorbing their pressure. Their pressure on the ball is elite, and their ability to win contest is elite. So our job was to match them as much as we could, and then get the ball out into space. And I thought the longer the game went, that not only did we match them in the contest, we sort of broke away from them a bit as well, and had winners all over the ground. And, you know, I just felt like we had 10 to 12, outstanding performers today. So it's credit to the group. They did a great job.
Yeah, can you talk a bit about the connectiveness of this group?
Yeah, I think, thanks, mate. I think we've spoken a fair bit about when you're winning like we have all year, you tend to connect really well no matter what. But during the week, we've done an exercise on just opening up a little bit more and getting to know each other's why we were prepared to do what we were prepared to do out there today. So we asked our team to become a little bit more vulnerable, open up and just let us in so that we all knew a little bit more about each other. So our process was really strong, our connection was really strong, and when that can come together, it can be quite, as I said earlier, a bit devastating.
You don't have to share this, but are you able to share what your why for coaching this program has been?
My why for footy was Triple F. I love footy. I've always loved footy. My family is the big part of, and coaching this with my daughter, and for her to get a Best On medal on Father's Day, and this big day for her. She's had an awesome year. Fun, footy, family, they were my three. So, and I just opened up to the group and spoke to them about how proud I am to coach my daughter, how much my family means to me, and how important they've been in my footy journey, and just the fact that footy's been an enormous part of my life since the age of 4 or 5. It's all I've ever done, footy. So.
Yeah, can we take the coach hat for just a second? Sonny winning Best On Ground on Father's Day, is there a better gift?
Oh, look, it's enormous, and look, she was outstanding. It could have gone to 4 or 5 different girls. I reckon there was 4 or 5, outstanding individual performances. But I think she's earned this year. She's had an unbelievable season. She's committed. She's committed herself to the game and committed herself to improving. And the more confidence she's got, the further this year's gone on, the better she's played. And I think this is reward for what's been an outstanding season for her. So she does need some time to reset now. It's been a big year. She's got a few things to get through at school, formals and exams and stuff, but she's had an outstanding season. We're really proud of her.
Oh, absolutely you would be. I think the other thing I'd love to pick your brain on is just that feeling when the siren as well, and embracing her for the first time as well, and also your players who I guess have been daughters for you this season as well.
Yeah, it's just relief really. Like they've worked so hard, and we spoke about that pre-game that we feel like we're the fittest, hardest working team, and the evidence is there on game day for all to see. So I don't think I'm speaking out of school in saying that, but just the work that they've put in for them to get that reward. It's really hard to win back-to-back premierships, and to be able to do that in both grades. And I think we took our game to another level this year. So I think we'll lose half a dozen players out of that team to AFLW, but the challenge is going to be for that group to reload and go again and try and find another level.
Yeah, and I'd also love to ask you just about your first year coaching women's footy. How have you found it, and I guess where do you see the current state of women's footy and the trajectory of growth it's on?
Yeah, look, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's my first time in around women. I've coached teenage girls before, but this is the first time I've coached women footy. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I think they've softened me a bit in the way I see the game and coach the game, which I'm thankful to the program and the girls for that. But they've just been so keen to learn. They've been sponges for information. They don't have egos. They just want to learn. They just want to get better. They just want to try hard. There's some different stuff that gets thrown into that around emotion, dealing with emotions and all that sort of stuff. But it's been incredibly rewarding, and I've learned a lot myself this year.
Now, there has been a lot of effort go into the year and on the field and off the field. Is there anyone you'd like to thank?
Oh, look, the whole Sharks football club and organisation, they've provided everything we've needed. Dave Ashkar's the key. He's the glue to the whole thing. He does all the legwork in the women's program. He builds the list. He makes sure everyone is in the right spots at the right time. So he's a key part of it. My assistant coaches have done an enormous amount of work. Crystal Scott and her high performance team have prepared the team unbelievably well. All of the volunteers, so many to name, too many to name. It takes a whole club to put performances on like that, and the whole Southport Sharks organisation deserves to enjoy what they saw out there today, because it was impressive footy.
Yeah, that's the last question. How important is it to enjoy today, tonight? There has been a lot of effort go in following the process. How important is it to celebrate well?
This is what we play for. This is what the whole every session, every minute we did throughout the year was for today, and we were able to execute in the moment. So now it's time to enjoy and celebrate that. So both grades, the girls who missed, everyone on the fringe of this whole footy club, will all get back to the club and enjoy the fruits of our labour, and we deserve it.
Congratulations again, and enjoy it.
Thanks, Cam. It's been awesome.